Welcome back for another video. So, I recently went back and played GTA 4 and more specifically the Ballad of Gay Tony, and I have to say, I absolutely love this game. When it comes down to it, it might actually be my favorite GTA game ever, but that could also be the nostalgia talking. But every time I go back and play these old games, especially GTA 4, I'm just so impressed by the detail and how raw everything feels. And there's a lot of things GTA 4 does a whole lot better than GTA 5, and that Rockstar need to implement into GTA 6. Starting off with my main one, it's car physics, or rather crash physics, and just the general feeling of chaos when you get into accidents. In GTA 5, car damage is massively scaled back. Some day one NPC cars have some damage models, but it's not even close to what we have in GTA 4. Every car can just be crumpled into unrecognizable pieces of metal, which means that getting into accidents have actual consequences, and it also means that you need to take a measured approach to driving. Now, the driving in GTA 4 is an acquired taste, I'm not gonna lie, it's something you get used to, but I think it fits into the world of GTA 4 better, because it feels a bit more raw, and I know there are two different sides when it comes to the driving physics in this game. Some people absolutely love it because it feels more realistic, and some people hate it because it is very punishing and it feels heavy and kinda like driving a boat. I'm somewhere in between. I prefer GTA 5 because it feels more free, but I'll say this, once you reach high speeds in GTA 4, I feel like the sense of speed is better than GTA 5. Like, you can tell when you're going fast, and you know the consequences of crashing will pretty much destroy your car. This is a feature I think has to return. I think they scaled damage back in GTA 5 because of performance, but with the power of these new consoles, we need to have it back. The next point where GTA 6 can take lessons from GTA 4 kinda ties into my previous point, and it's ragdolling and how enemies take damage in shootouts. So you know how in GTA 5 you can shoot someone in the foot and they die. Or it's the complete opposite, where enemies are bullet sponges. This is a massive issue and GTA 4 handles it really well. You shoot someone in the leg, their animation corresponds to that. This makes shootouts and combat a whole lot more interesting because you can't just cheese the game and shoot someone in the leg and then be done with it. It takes a few body shots to down the enemies, and usually they're not completely dead even if you think they are. If you wait a minute or two, sometimes they get up and hobble away, so you have to make sure you really finish them. Also, fighting is a whole lot more fun. You can get into actual fist fights and not just KO someone straight away. Of course, it happens, but having an actual fist fight happens a lot more often. This combat system goes hand in hand with the more raw and realistic feel of GTA 4, and so does the ragdoll. Now, I don't have too many issues with the ragdoll in GTA 5, I think it's fine, but GTA 4 just gives us more funny moments, and I just prefer that. Next thing on my list is the atmosphere and how alive the world feels. Now, I think some people overrate the aliveness of the GTA 4 world. It's good, but it's not leaps and bounds ahead of GTA 5 in my opinion. It's still better, don't get me wrong, because you have more enterable buildings, you have cafes, nightclubs, fast food joints, dealerships, and more minute details like picking up cups and throwing them at people. But we also have to remember that the GTA 4 map is essentially just a city, well, two cities because Alderny is New Jersey, but you get my point. And because the map is just a city, they need to make the city feel alive, because cities are, in fact, alive. And they've done it really well. Now, I've played the Ballad of Gay Tony more than I've played the base GTA 4 game, where the atmosphere is a bit more grim, raw, and just more serious, whereas the Ballad of Gay Tony is brighter, more upbeat, and a bit more silly and less restrictive, which I think is a testament to Rockstar and their world building. And I think they pretty much nailed it in GTA 4, considering this is a 16-year-old game. Wow, I feel old. And judging by the GTA 6 trailer, Rockstar have gone out of their way to make the world feel as alive as possible, and that was my main takeaway from that trailer. You have parties, nightclubs, the beach that is crowded, the street takeovers, social media, everything just feels alive. I want to be able to drive down Ocean Drive in my supercar at night and see all the crowds outside the bars, people doing silly stuff for social media, and just people gathering around, maybe to show off or watching a street show or whatever. Just make the world feel alive. I also love the radio, especially in the Battle of Gate Tony. Vladivostok FM is the greatest radio station in any GTA. Do not at me. Next up we have the police. So if you go back and play GTA 4, one of the first things you'll notice is the police patrolling the streets. Wow, they patrol the streets! Almost at every turn, you'll see a police car cruising around, you'll see officers walking around on patrol, and at the subway stations, at the airport and other high target sites, you'll see officers armed with heavier guns because, well, terrorism. In GTA 5 you can see officers at the subway and at the airport, but you'll never see them cruising around, and this has been true since day one, which is a shame. The aspect of the police patrolling the streets adds another dimension of how you commit crimes. If you steal a car and you're not cautious, a patrol may have seen it and then you're in trouble. Also, the police doesn't just magically know when you've committed a crime. I went into a restaurant, unloaded a fully automatic clip, ran out, drove away, and the police weren't even alerted. This doesn't always happen obviously, but it does in GTA 5. I could stab someone in the most remote area and they would immediately know what happened and where I am. So overall, there are a few things GTA 6 can learn from GTA 4. I think if you haven't played GTA 4, I highly recommend it because it's hard to condense the feel of that game into a video. Go and play it, interact with the world, get immersed, and I would personally recommend the Battle of Gate Tony because I love that game. It's a bit more upbeat. The story is very good, but a bit shorter obviously, and the map is unlocked right from the start. And that's it for today. First I just want to say thank you for all the support on the videos, all the likes, all the comments, all the subscriptions. It means a lot. Every comment has been really nice so far, which is very nice. And yeah, thank you for the support. Also leave a comment below giving me your lessons GTA 6 can take from this game, and I will see you soon.